Hey guys, we are Sean and Christy. This is Long Long Honeymoon. Welcome to Loloho Rewind, our first annual look in the rearview mirror at the previous year. In this video, we're going to list at least 5 favorite videos, and we're also going to talk about which video was the #1 most popular, most watched video that we made all year long. And at the end of the video, we're going to talk about our resolutions for the new year.
Uh-oh. So there's some different categories that we're going to cover here. And we'll talk about what our favorites are in each category. And maybe in the comments, you guys can tell us what your favorites were.
All right, first up, our favorite live chat. Our favorite live chat of the year has to be the 100,000 subscriber celebration chat.
We are live streaming today, and it's a special day for Long Long Honeymoon.
It's a very special day. We're going to be celebrating big. Today's been a big day, big milestone for us. Yep. It was a fun live chat. It was exciting for us. It was something that we'd been looking forward to for a long time. So we're coming for you, million.
Yeah. Next up, 1 million subscribers.
Hopefully I won't be retirement age before that happens.
By the time I turn 95, I expect us to hit 1 million subscribers.
And now for something completely different.
Next up, our favorite destination video. And I'm sort of cheating here. I'm going to lump a couple of videos together.
The Florida's Forgotten Coast and Dry Tortugas videos. And we sort of meandered down the coast of Florida and revisited Key West for the first time since we got married there in 2007.
Yeah, returning to Key West was a big deal for us because in a way that's where Long Long Honeymoon started. I loved the Florida's Forgotten Coast video. I mean, partially because I think it captured a spirit that I would like to see more of in our videos. And I think in my fantasy world, I would be producing videos that were comparable to Anthony Bourdain. Instead, I'm reviewing inverter generators. But I feel like that Florida video sort of captured just a little bit of spirit of the Forgotten Coast. Yes, Hurricane Michael really hammered the Forgotten Coast, and there were a number of beautiful communities that were just really heavily damaged.
And actually communities in that video that honestly are almost completely wiped off the map at this point. Mexico Beach is just completely destroyed.
I know that's kind of a downer, but I really feel like we went through those areas and probably captured something that will never be captured again.
The landscape there is just so different now. So many of the trees are gone, and it looks like a completely different place now when you see it on the news, so it's really sad.
And then if you saw the Dry Tortugas vlog, it was just a trip out to Dry Tortugas National Park, which is probably the most unusual national park that we've ever visited. It's a giant sort of Civil War era fort that's sitting out in the middle of the ocean.
Life is what happens while you're busy making other plans.
Yep.
This is life. Real life. Exciting, isn't it?
Next up, our favorite vlog, and this one has some personal appeal to me. We call it significant shrinkage. It's when I went back to the doctor and got my noodle checked. And we discovered that we really had wonderful results this year with the medication I was on.
And for those of you who may not be 100% familiar with what we're talking about, Sean was diagnosed with a brain tumor about a year and a half ago.
It's called a pituitary adenoma.
It's non-cancerous, but still can do a lot of damage if you don't get it under control. And this particular vlog was about the good news we got that showed that the tumor has shrank significantly, hence the title, Significant Shrinkage.
First and foremost, we got the results of the MRI scan on my brain, and they can't really even see the tumor. So it's gone from being 8 millimeters in size, pretty substantial, to being so small they can't even see it. You know, if you didn't watch that video to the very end, you will have missed a pretty interesting moment. I was on a walk through a local park and I was actually vlogging for this video, and a hummingbird moth buzzed right in front of my face and then flew away. And I later was told that those hummingbird moths are considered by some people to be an omen, like they're bearing some sort of news, presumably a positive omen.
Because this happened before he got the results from the tests, so.
Life will surprise you that way sometimes. So I wanted to take a moment to thank all of you guys who kept me in your thoughts and prayers and have sent me kind messages over the past year or so. It's really meant the world to me.
To us. I mean, I've gotten a lot of wonderful messages as well.
You've really touched me in ways that you probably don't even know, but I have read and digested all of your messages and appreciate them so much.
What do you do when your dog starts growling and barking?
So tough.
Next, our favorite interview. Our favorite of the year was
Pets with Jennifer and Dee Neely. They have a blog called Neely's on Wheels, and they are probably our go-to experts for taking your dogs on the road. They had 3 dogs. One unfortunately has passed, but they have traveled everywhere with their dogs in all sorts of settings. They have lots of great advice on traveling with your pets, and that was a really fun video.
So if you have any interest in RV travel with dogs, be sure you watch that video.
Rolling. Rolling.
Oh. Now, you know, we do gear reviews from time to time, and I really personally enjoy doing gear reviews. Honestly,
and you guys like them because you watch them, so that lets us know that you like them.
So I would like to do more in the new year, but I think my favorite of this year was the Weber Q1200 grill review because it included time travel. Because I was working on this video and I realized, you know, we reviewed a Weber grill like 10 years ago.
In fact, it was a wedding gift from my sister.
So I always chuckle when people say, when did you start doing gear reviews? 2007. We've been doing gear reviews from the very beginning.
Yeah, it's really interesting when you have video of yourself from 10, 11 years ago, and you can sort of go back and compare and see how you've changed. And you think sometimes, oh, I haven't really aged that much. And then you go back and you watch a video from 11 years ago and you're like,
yeah,
maybe I have.
I'm like, wow, I didn't have a single gray hair back in those days.
Yeah.
Life was good.
I didn't have any wrinkles. I've got them now, but oh well.
Scientists are working on cures for these problems.
They've reversed wrinkles and hair loss in rats at the university here in our hometown of Birmingham.
We have, and I'm signing up for the next study. All right. Finally, we want to list the #1 video that we made this year according to you guys.
According to our view count.
Yeah.
So this is the video that was watched the most out of all the videos we posted in 2018.
The #1 video was a campfire question about theft in RV camping. Will other campers steal our stuff? So
sometimes the answer is yes, unfortunately.
Not the happiest of topics, I mean, but it is what it is.
It's realistic. It gave some good tips on avoiding theft at your campsite.
And so, I mean, I guess people are really interested and concerned about that, I mean, sadly. But the runner-up...
RV too old.
RV too old. Like, we ran into a situation in Nevada or a casino when we called to make a phone reservation, just turned us down flatly on the phone. They didn't even look at our Airstream.
They asked us what year and make our camper was, and when I said it was a 2003, they just immediately said, well, you're older than 10 years, you can't stay here.
I didn't even really talk about it too much in the video, but some of the most prized, valuable, and beautiful Airstreams are several decades old.
Yeah.
They're not a few years old, they're a few decades old.
You know, like 6-figure priced Airstreams that are vintage, that have been completely updated and restored, that would get turned away from some of these campgrounds.
So that's really kind of a hot topic because some parks out there are putting in these age restrictions, and in this case, it was just flatly enforced over the phone without any kind of inspection of the RV. Finally, I want to wrap up with a few New Year's resolutions. One of our goals needs to be getting to Hawaii, because we've been to 49 states and we've still never been to Hawaii.
That's right.
And it's kind of ridiculous to go through life having gone to 49 states, because all we need is one more state.
Obviously, we will not be taking the Airstream to Hawaii.
But we'll figure something out.
Yeah. We'll do some national parks while we're there.
Yeah, we'll probably maybe do a little tent camping. We'll see. And another goal that we have recently developed is to visit more national parks that are new to us. So I was going to lay out a resolution that we will visit 5 new national parks. There are 5 parks where we've never previously visited.
Okay.
I think we can do that.
Yeah. We tend to go back to the same national parks over and over again. This year, I think, yeah, we'll definitely make a conscious effort to detour and get to some of those national parks that we've sort of bypassed.
Another classic quote is from General George Patton, who said, and I'm sort of paraphrasing here, "A good plan violently executed this week is better than a perfect plan done next week." In other words, you got to get it done. It doesn't matter what you think about. All that matters is what you get done.
I'm going to throw out one more resolution. It just came to me because we get asked to do this all the time and we haven't made it happen yet. But we are going to have a meetup, at least 1, maybe 2, at some point during our travels this year. And we're going to plan it in advance so people can know and make plans to be there. So we won't just be talking about it anymore, we'll actually do it.
We are terrible planners, and I'm an introvert, so
yeah.
I'm not sure what the odds are of this thing actually working. Look, I love meeting you guys one-on-one. Whenever I see you in public or whenever you see me and we're out and about, don't hesitate to come up and say hello.
Yeah,
I love talking to you guys. Love meeting you. We've met so many great people through Long Long Honeymoon.
It's always fun to meet you guys.
But like sometimes there have been times we've had parties before, and I'm talking way back in the past, and I would just disappear for a while.
Sean's,
So,
it's crowds. It's like everybody's like, "Where's Sean?" I'm like, "I don't know." And then I go find him and he's like sitting in his office with the door closed, like sort of like decompressing. Like,
you introverts out there know what I'm talking about. If you're an introvert, being around other people kind of pulls away your energy, and you just have to go recharge your batteries every once in a while by yourself.
Yeah.
That's just the way introverts are programmed. It doesn't mean we don't like people. It just means we have these energy issues.
baby girl wants you to hold her so bad.
I know it.
Look at her staring at you.
Bless that
She's
baby.
just like, "Oh, Sean, can you please rescue me from Christy?"
So that's it, guys.
So happy New Year, happy 2019. We hope that 2019 brings you lots of love, laughter, and wonderful adventures.
And I want to give a special shout out to our patrons on Patreon. You are appreciated very much. And thank you to all of you guys who supported us in the super chats that we did this year.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Goldilocks.
Mike Lee.
Mike Lee.
There's
You
more
guys
that
are
I can't
crazy.
think of off the top of my head, but you two stand out. So thanks again. We greatly appreciate it more than you know. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends so they can become part of Loloho Nation. Also, if you haven't yet, click that subscribe button down below, join the party. And if you want to make sure you never miss a video, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button so that you'll get notified every time a new video goes live.
Thanks, guys. Happy New Year to you.
Loloho.
Loloho.
If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down. Feel free to leave a comment. And of course, don't forget to subscribe.
I'm happy to share more things of that nature with you guys if you find it interesting. You know, she doesn't find it interesting.
You knew it was going to happen eventually. The lights make me yawn.
Whenever I start talking, she yawns.
No, that's
And then
not
she blames
true.
it on the lights. Which
It
makes
is the
no sense.
lights.
Yeah, like you don't see lights the rest of the day.
Not shining in your face like this.
Okay.
What about you, baby girl? Do you have a favorite video?
This little Chihuahua made a few appearances in our videos this year. She always steals the show.
Yeah.